Welcome to Your Best Interviews. My name is Eric Smith. Thank you so much for spending the time here with me. I know that there's a lot of places you can go when you're looking for jobs and looking for advice on jobs and getting jobs and interview prep. So I appreciate you spending it here with me. Today, what I want to talk about is just harsh realities around the job search process. So if you're in the job search process now or just about to start it, I don't want to discourage you because I'm telling you right now, this is the absolute best time to be a job seeker. So if you hate your job, you're feeling stuck, or you're just starting, but you're feeling overwhelmed, get all of those roadblocks out of your head because right now is the best time to be a job seeker. There are more opportunities out there than ever before. COVID has opened up remote work, which means that where before you were only limited to your direct driving radius, now you can apply to jobs all over the world. So it is the best time to be a job seeker, right? So I don't want to discourage you. Check out all my videos. I am very, very optimistic for job seekers like you because there are so many opportunities, so many companies looking for people like you with your skill set. So I don't want you to be discouraged from that standpoint. But what I do want to do is share harsh realities around what to expect when jumping into this process. So it's important to call out that the job search process, the hiring process, the interview process is not fair. It's better to share this with you up front so that when you're going through the process, you're not thrown off and completely derailed from a momentum standpoint by the process not being fair. And so a great example of this is my wife, actually. So the last time she was applying for jobs, and my wife is an absolute stud, and I'm not just saying that, she really is. She's a multiple time trip winner, which in sales is really hard to do. It means that you're a top salesperson within your company. So she excels in all these different areas. She is a dream candidate for any company that is hiring salespeople. And so when she was ready to transition and change jobs, she just felt like she needed a new challenge. She started applying and she was overqualified for a lot of the roles that she was applying to, only to find out that she wasn't hearing back from these companies. Like not even a rejection, not even a call back. And it was shocking to her because, again, on paper, she was overqualified for what she was applying to. And on paper, she was a dream candidate because she was a multiple time trip winner. She had grown books, all these different things that companies look for in the roles that she was applying to. And so she was baffled that she wasn't hearing back. And what ended up happening is she had to go and take that extra step and look up the hiring manager and send them a LinkedIn message saying, hey, I applied, I didn't hear back. I think I could be a value add. I'd love to find out what I can do to get my foot in the door with this company. And it took that extra step for the hiring manager to then ping the recruiter to say, hey, we want to interview this person, or hey, we want to talk with her. And then she started getting interviews. But she applied to, a lot of different jobs and had really a short list of probably 20 companies that she was most interested in. And out of the 20, 19 didn't get back to her. She reached out on her own and all 19 got back to her. And so it's one of those things where it doesn't necessarily mean that you're an unqualified candidate. It doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't be a good fit for that role. But what could end up happening is that the process, the hiring process, the recruiting practice could take a really long time. It could be broken in several different areas. It could just be a recruiter missed the resume. So it's all these different things that could stack against you. And so when I say that the hiring process, the interview process, the recruiting process is broken and unfair, it is. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with, your fit for the roles that you're applying to. Not within reason, make sure that you're applying to jobs that are relevant for you from an experience standpoint and all that. But it's important to just call out. It can happen. It's not a perfect process. That's why companies struggle so much to hire great talent, is because it's a really challenging thing to get right. And so you might be the best candidate. You might be applying to all these jobs and not hearing back, and that could completely derail and frustrate you when in reality, it's not you. It's just a broken process. And that I see all the time within companies. I've worked with thousands of companies and seen how their hiring process works. And you'd be shocked to see some of these really established big name companies that have really fractured processes. And so this is all to say, don't be discouraged. You need to make sure that you're applying to a lot of different things. And then for your short list of companies, have a short list. I mentioned my wife had 20 companies that she was really interested in. She took the extra step of looking up who the hiring manager was for the roles that she was applying to and sending a direct message on LinkedIn. Now, that is not something I would recommend doing with every company that you're applying to, especially if you're applying to hundreds, which you should be because there are so many opportunities out there. But if you have a short list, take the extra time, send a short message just saying, hey, I applied, still waiting to hear back, but I'm eager. I want to hear what I can do to get my foot in the door because your company is a dream company that I would love to be in consideration for. Something along those lines that just adds an extra bump within the inbox that could potentially get that hiring manager to forward to the recruiter, which could put you in the process. But you need to set your expectations. The process is not perfect. Most companies' hiring processes are not perfect, and the hiring interview process is unfair. And so if you run into that, if you're seeing some of that, don't be discouraged. For every one job you're not hearing back from, there are hundreds that would reply back to you. You just have to make the extra effort to actually get in front of them. So your primary goal should just be apply broadly, get in front of a lot of different companies. You don't know what doors are going to open for you. So don't be discouraged. I know the process can be unfair. It can seem, like it's very discouraging. But just remember that you are in control of the opportunities that you put yourself in front of, right? You control how many times you apply, how many companies you apply to. So guys, get yourself out there and apply broadly and open up opportunities for yourself. Guys, hopefully this was helpful. If it was, click subscribe, comment. If there's areas that you want me to expand, comment. All of this is centered around helping you, right? And so I drop 2 videos every week, Monday and Wednesday. Hit subscribe. Make sure you're checking those out. I also have a ton of free content. I have in the description below, I have a free interview prep course or kit that helps you prepare, make sure that you're doing everything right to eliminate nerves and put your best foot forward when you're interviewing. I have an entire course that covers everything from how to start looking for jobs all the way to how to follow up after your final interview. So check all of that out, guys. All of this content is centered around helping you, which is my passion. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and comment. Appreciate you.